CFB Prime, Nino Brown. Mike Norvell tells Lane Train, give me your self-proclaimed king of the portal title. It's mine. Right? Michigan does the shimmy slide as Glenn Schembeckler resigns only 3 days into it. And everybody thought the Oregon Ducks were screwed when Bo came back and Dante left. Nah. It's CFB Prime, baby. Shh. Blow the damn whistle.
Some of you in the room right now, you are where you are. You're giving 60% when you have 120 in you. Why? Because you've never made a decision. There's those of you in this room. You already there. Your problem is this is stuff you don't want to give up to go. Listen to me, pound for pound, any agent in the room, pound for pound, motivational speaker, pound for pound, entrepreneur, pound for pound, athlete, pound for pound, weightlifter, pound for pound, whatever you do, I guarantee you when you do it, nobody can do it like you do it. The problem is you don't hardly do
it. We back for another episode of CFB Prime. We're going to go down another rabbit hole, as my guy Boomer likes to put me in, so I'm just going to claim it. I'm the rabbit hole king. We're going to be talking Mike Norvell. We're going to be talking Michigan. We're going to be talking Oregon. We got a lot to go on. Let's just dive right into the Seminoles here. Mike Norvell has told Lane Train, give me your portal crown. You can leave. He's 18-16 at Florida State, but he got some big chip stacks at the CFB poker table. And what he's done in the transfer portal, he just called, I'm all in. Right? He's got guys early in the portal, late in the portal. But this latest one, Keon Coleman, Michigan State's leading receiver, right? He puts them, he's got 5 of the top 25 transfers in this transfer portal's class. Virginia cornerback Fentrell Cypress, number 4. South Carolina tight end Jaheim Bell, number 10, right? He got Western Michigan defensive lineman Brandon Fiske. He's number 18. And he got shorter tight end Kyle Morlock, who's number 25. Coleman's number 23. No other school has more than 2. My man's stacking bundles. He got 5. Okay? And when everybody thinks he's out and they're not going for no more, he brings them right back in and does it again. Like, he's adding to an already highly touted roster. Jordan Travis, Trey Benson, Johnny Wilson, Keon Coleman. Like, they lost Micah Pittman. They got a loss and got better. It doesn't normally happen, right? These guys are out here. Norvell's out here getting the top-notch portal guys. So at some point, I don't think it's Florida State no more. I'm gonna go with it's fresh start. Like, these guys are getting a fresh start. They're starting over. You know what? I'm done with Michigan State. I'm gonna go get a fresh start at Florida State. I'm done with Ole Miss. I'm done with South Carolina. They ain't using me right. I'm gonna go get a fresh start at Florida State. He is producing big name talent, putting them together, and this is why they're on the map. This is why they are a favorite to be a top 5 team. This is why people are talking about them. Guys like myself are saying that they could be a college football playoff contender, right? Jaheim Bell, just for instance, tight end out of South Carolina. 80 attempts, 301 yards, rushing, 3 touchdowns. He's a tight end, rushing. He's bringing in 56 receptions, 757 yards, 7 touchdowns. He averages almost 14 yards per catch. Okay? Now, they needed a tight end. They addressed the position. They threw him a fastball. My man hit it out the park, home run. The defensive side of the ball, they've been losing cornerbacks left and right to Colorado, right? I mean, Deion's trying to steal every Florida State DB or safety out there. Well, that's fine. They say, you could take these guys. I'm going to go get Virginia cornerback Fentrell Cypress. This dude's coming in with a 56 tackle, 40 solo tackles, career-wise, 14 pass defenses. Dog. Try that this year. Try my guy Cypress and see what happens, right? He got Manuel Forbes written all over him. Dog, take it to the crib, right? This dude is going to be tested early, and he is going to step up to the plate and perform, right? They went after the number 2 offensive tackle in the portal, Jeremiah Bay out of UTEP. Got him. Number 2 edge in the whole portal, Gilbert Edmond out of South Carolina. He had a breakout year his junior year, 39 tackles, 15 solo, 9 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Like, they're just throwing the fishing line out there, reeling him in. Defensive tackle, Darrell Jackson, yeah, he stole him from Mario right down the road in Florida out of the Hurricanes. 27 tackles, 11 solo, 4.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. He's getting playmakers. He's getting guys that turn the table, right? And let's not forget, last year, he brought in transfers that are going to be the dudes leading their team. The return tackle, Tatum Bethune, and defensive end, Jared First, were transfers the year before. Like, he is doing his due justice in the portal. Hey, and not for nothing, my guy Norvell's taking shots. I think it was a subliminal shot because he just said the other day, for us, we have to be willing to adapt. We're going to address the needs and trying to improve our program, making sure that we're putting together the best team that we can have. Uh, Who do we know in the ACC that doesn't like to adapt? A gentleman down the road in Clemson by the name of Dabo, he don't adapt. And then many of us, including myself and my counterpart KT, have said that he didn't put his team in the best position to win because he won't go to the portal. So you do a 180 flip and you look at Norvell, who's going to the portal and producing. Listen, he's throwing shots at Lane Train. He's throwing subliminal shots at Dabo. I'm in on Florida State. You see it. I'm in on Florida State. I'm in on Mike Norvell. I'm liking what he's doing, and I'm liking the fact that not many people are even seeing it or talking about it. All they're talking about is what was there, not what came in. Now let's flip the script a little bit. I'm going to take a ride down to Michigan. Michigan's been doing the Shemmy slide the last couple of days as Glenn Shem Beckler resigns 3 days into his tenure. Now, he's the son of former Wolverines football coach Bo Schembechler, right? And on on May 17th, he had been hired. But by May 20th, he was out of a job because whatever you put on social media, my friends, whether it's 1 second, 2 seconds, 2 minutes, 2 hours, somebody screenshotted it. Somebody saved it. It's never safe when you delete it. It's always out there. And among those crazy tweets that people were screenshotting, he was liking tweets crediting slavery and Jim Crow laws for forcing black families to strive and create businesses. He also deactivated his account after that, but was found once again, because just because you deactivate, my friend Shemmy, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Another Twitter user found and compiled a thread of screenshots of him liking tweets that included anti-trans rhetoric. Like, you can like and dislike whatever you want, but you keep that to yourself, okay? Now, I know he's got NFL scout, background, having jobs at the Raiders, Commanders, Bears, and Chiefs, but this isn't the first time that we've seen Shemmy sliding in the media, okay? Like, Michigan can't afford to have any bad press with Big Jim, the head coach, taking heat for doing things that maybe he shouldn't have done. Now you're bringing in a guy that can't even last a week, who's already had problems about being in the media about abuse cases from his old man and his brother and former teammates. What's going on with Michigan? Like, you're just starting to get big name recruits in the quarterback department, right? You're just starting to steal some of these guys away from Ohio State and other schools. But your coaching staff and people around your program kind of got the heads up that Tuckuses. Like, I said it a couple weeks ago, like, some of you guys got too big for your britches. And when I was in school back in the day, they took the belt off or took the ruler out and slapped you on the knuckles. I think someone needs a knuckle slapping. It needs to shake up and change it in reality. Like, bro, you can't just do whatever you want. And you are kind of a product of the people you surround yourself with. If you put your stamp on the Shemmy slide, you better make sure that that's the guy you really want to associate yourself with. Let's just do food for thought. Now let's fly out to the other side of the country. I'm an Oregon Ducks fan. It's very obvious to most people who follow me on this platform. And I remember everybody was saying, everyone thought that when 5-star QB Dante Moore chose UCLA over Oregon, that the Ducks' future was in jeopardy at the QB position. Man, Dan Lanning said no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, right? Because as soon as Dante left, he flipped Baylor commit Austin Nova said from Dripping Springs High School in Texas, right? Yeah. He flipped a dude who played football in Texas, committed to a Big 12 school from Texas, and stole him without the blink of an eye. He took a dude who was ranked 13th in the 23 class QBs, a dude who threw for 9,000 yards, 114 touchdowns, and only 18 interceptions, 64% completion. A dude who's got the height, length, hands, athleticism, frame to be a top-tier quarterback in college football. A dude who excels delivering the ball from the pocket over the middle in the short to intermediate passing games, right? He literally is checking boxes, and he's doing it on the fly. Like Austin Novosad is a guy. He led Dripping Springs to a 12-2 record. The Texas 6A Division II state quarterfinals. He threw for nearly 3,000 yards and 39 touchdowns in his last season in high school. Now he's backing up Bo for 1 year, learning from a dude who's blown up in a season at Oregon under this regime. You're taking a kid who's got football talent. You're taking a kid that's got track and field skills, and you're literally going to plug and play this kid right behind Bo Nix. Oh, but wait, it gets better. They just recently got 4-star St. Francis Academy quarterback Michael Van Buren, who's ranked in the top 25 of the 2024 class. 6 foot, 185 pounds. He led St. Francis to a 9-1 record. How is Dan Lanning just secretly scooping these guys? When everybody thought they were out, that they had no dog in the fight, he came in with a old school pit bull and says, I'm in this fight, my friends. This gentleman, Van Buren, is a battle-tested quarterback for Baltimore St. Francis Academy, right? He's had 2 straight top 10 finishes in the Max Specs top 25. His lower half is explosive, right? He can create inside and outside of the pocket, right? He generates velocity with such a smooth smoke. He got that flick of the wrist, right? He can hit receivers in stride with no problem while adjusting and looking down, attacking middle of the field and deep. This kid is legitimate. I know he's in the tight. He's the bottom half of the top 25, 24, but make no mistake about it. He got talent, right? He's a dynamic signal caller. He can run RPOs, and he throws on the move with confidence, which I love. He's like a mini Bo. But Bo has a bad pass, so people don't want to see that. Lanning is taking and bringing guys in that fit the mold of success that Bo had last year. Novosad is in the same mold. Van Buren is in the same mold. Dan Lanning is not missing at Oregon. He is not missing at any position. He keeps hitting. And the fact that I'm hearing more and more of other people coming in, he just brought in Gary Bryant Jr. at the wide receiver position. There's a crazy rumor going on that Zaria Franklin, UTSA, Roadrunners wide receiver, could be going to Oregon. What Dan Lanning is doing with the recruiting class this year, this year alone between Novosad and Mateo, and what he's doing with the transfer portal, do not blink. Because when they move conferences, whenever that may be, because it's coming, Lanning is setting his team up for future success. There will be no hiccup. There will be no pause. It'll be all gas, no brakes for the Oregon Ducks and Dan Lanning. This is CFB Prime. I'm your host, Nino Brown. Shh. Blow the damn whistle.
Some of you in the room right now, you are where you are. You're giving 60% when you have 120 in you. Why? Because you never made a decision. Those of you in this room, you You already there. Your problem is it's the stuff you don't want to give up to go. Listen to me, pound for pound, any agent in the room, pound for pound, motivational speaker, pound for pound, entrepreneur, pound for pound, athlete, pound for pound, weightlifter, pound for pound, whatever you do, I guarantee you when you do it, nobody can do it like you do it. The problem is you don't hardly do it.